Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and you are about to see Lesson 18, the Exit Ticket Review. Now, I want you to make sure that you pay very close attention with this exit review. I have two really good examples to share with you. I think some of us had a little trouble with our labels to it. So just make sure you follow along with us. If you have any questions, certainly reach out to me or to your fellow geniuses through Google Classroom. So let's begin. So to save a little time today, I went and just did our uh, give some glows to a couple fellow geniuses rather than going ahead and solving the entire thing. So here's our first one. I want to give a shout out to Simran, and she did a really nice job. Right here, she took 3 3/10 and turned it into 33/10, knowing that this 3 would have to be unbundled. You're bringing over a 10, a 10, a 10, which is 30/10, plus one more to give us 33/10. Excellent work here. The same with this one. We're working in the hundredths place, so she created her denominator in the hundredths. Excellent work. Okay? And how many hundredths are there? Well, there's only 14. And then she rewrote the expression over, knowing that she can just multiply the numerators together. Okay? And I see her work right over here, 33 times 14. Okay? And notice how neat and organized it is. And she comes out with 462, which is correct. Nice work. Okay? But that's not the full answer. This is just the numerator, which she posted up here. Then she had multiplied the denominator, 10 times 100. That gives us 1,000. And our denominator doesn't change there. Right? The only other part that if we kept going, we can put that as a decimal since we started as a decimal. And that means we have 0 wholes and we have 462 in the thousands. So this is what it would look like as a decimal. I don't think the directions really ask to make sure you put it in a decimal, but I would suggest that if it already has and started out as a decimal, then please end in a decimal. Just as if they're both fractions, put it as fraction. If they're mixed and have one decimal and one fraction, you have an opportunity or a choice on which one to do. So if you have any comments that you'd like to give Sim, please make sure you reach out on Google Classroom. Nice job there. Our second one comes from Daniela, and she did a nice job as well. Right? She went ahead and simplified it a little bit and just went ahead and wrote 33 times 14 here to begin with. Right? I'm okay with that if you can recognize that there's 33/10 right here. And I know she knew there were tenths as she labeled it here in the denominator. Right? Same with our 14/100ths. And again, she went over here and multiplied it. Nice and neat. I can see everything all lined up. Okay, her multiplying is great. She did not forget that there is a 0 here when she's done in the ones place, and before she moves over to this tens place, she puts a 0. Everything that she's going to multiply is now 10 times as big. She multiplied it there beautifully and then put it into her fraction. Again, might suggest putting it into a decimal form as well. So congrats, Daniela and Sim, for your outstanding work. There's several others who had some excellent work as well. Keep putting forth that effort, and you may have the opportunity to be on here as an exit ticket review. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Say, hey, Mr. Philip, I'm not quite sure. Or maybe be proactive and go into the lesson again and practice a couple more problems. Or simply, if you really need to help you with your understanding, just to make sure you have a check, right? Grab a calculator on your phone, right, or on the computer, see what it looks like as what the correct answer might be. And if it doesn't match, then go ahead and check that work, see where you made that mistake. Right? Have a fellow genius take a look at it, a sibling, and uh, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and uncle that you're with to check it over. They could help you as well. All right. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining.